Hello, this is Yvette Scipio with Where Work Begins. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about being on time. If you're supposed to be at your job at 9 a.m., are you on time if you're there at 9 a.m. on a dot? A lot of people would say no. The saying is if you're on time, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. Okay, now why is this important? Well, let's take, for example, a job interview. If you have a scheduled job interview, of course, you want to be on time for that. But by being a few minutes early, let's say at least 15 minutes early, by you allowing yourself that extra time, you allow for traffic jams, you allow for the bus to be late, you allow for not exactly knowing where the location is. So, locating where your interview is and being there on time would be ideal. So, and by you allowing yourself that little bit of extra time, you'll make sure that you actually are on time for that job interview. Now, when it comes to jobs, why it's important to be on time for jobs? Well, of course, the number one thing is you don't want to get fired. So you definitely want to be there on time. But allowing yourself a few extra minutes, it allows you to prepare for your day. You're able to make your coffee, read emails, organize, so that you're able to have a more productive day. You're less stressed. A lot of jobs have jobs where you have to relieve someone. So by you giving yourself a few extra minutes, you're making sure that you're never late for somebody else, and that will be, of course, inconsiderate. Your coworkers and your employers will count you as reliable, and they'll really appreciate it. So, what are a few tips that actually help you to get there a few minutes early? Well, the first thing that you can do is make sure that you start with a good night's sleep. By getting a good night's sleep, you're a lot more alert, you're a lot more prepared, you're able to function better, at least 6 to 8 hours. Now, me personally, I can't do 8 hours. It is too much sleep, and I just really don't have time for it. So, but as long as I get a good 6 hours in, I'm doing pretty okay. So make sure that you get either 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Um, at nighttime, prepare for the next day. Make sure that you have your clothing already ironed. Um, some people actually prepare uh, breakfast or their lunch. If they take lunch to work with them, they prepare all of that the night before. This helps you to be less stressed in the morning time. You can also set your alarm clock a few minutes, anywhere between 15 minutes to a half an hour early. This allows you snooze time so that you can gradually wake up. You don't just have to jump up out the bed. Now, you still do have to be careful with snooze because you can snooze one too many times, and next thing you know, you're late for work. You can hit the off button by mistake, and next thing you know, you're late for work. So be very careful with that snooze button. Make sure that you do eat breakfast before you leave the house. It really, really helps to make sure that you're a lot more productive during the day. So give yourself that energy. Usually, what I like to do is I like to make myself a smoothie. It only takes me about less than 10 minutes to make the smoothie. It's healthy, it's light, it gives me the energy that I need to keep on going. And so I'll just grab the smoothie or a piece of fruit or a yogurt, just something nice and light to get myself going. And I'm able to be a lot more productive. So I hope that you found these tips very helpful. Hopefully, you are striving to make sure that you are early so that you can be on time to every event that you have to go to. So, thank you very much for joining me as usual. Um, if you would like to get in contact with us, either employers or community groups, if you would like for us to set up class sessions, then you can go to Where Work Begins and you could fill out the contact form and someone will be back in contact with you. If you would like to sign up for our free services, go to Where Work Begins and fill out the registration form and someone will be back in contact with you. If you would please be sure to always like and follow us on Facebook. You can leave us a comment on Facebook or on YouTube. You could also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thank you very much. We try to bring you as much helpful content as we possibly can. We thank you for all the support that we are getting, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Everyone, have a lovely day.